The Rural Fire Service is the largest volunteer firefighting force in the world. Ordinary Australians, always on call to save lives and homes. These are their stories. Tonight, in the line of fire. Darryl Thornthwaite faces his greatest fear.
Comes in, we've got 2 firefighters on the counter.
Losing one of his own.
And we're driving around Doyle Terrace, the street that I live in. Everything seemed to be on fire.
Will Richard Moran end up filming his own home burning?
I had a bit of a sinking feeling. Our house was going to be going up in flames.
What do you reckon, going on the plot, how far off the road is it?
And fire investigators are called in to find the cause of a fire that destroys dozens of farms.
We haven't completely determined exactly what started the fire, but we have determined that it started here.
Burning embers are showering homes in the suburb of Duffy. To make matters worse, a mini tornado created by the firestorm has ripped through the suburb of Chapman, exposing more homes to the floating embers.
Com's in 2 houses alight. Com's in 3 houses alight.
It's already a nightmare, and now one of Richard's 9 fire trucks stationed on Newcombeen Drive is melting from the heat. Wagga, southwest New South Wales. A small fire has broken out in farmland. Cattle farmer Andrew Hicks is working on his tractor when he sees fire on the neighbouring farm.
As soon as we heard it, we gathered the truck and put on a big water tanker and went out there to help immediately.
The blaze has spread more than 3 kilometres into the heartland of some of Australia's prime cattle and sheep country. Millions of dollars worth of stock and farmers' livelihoods are now at risk. In Canberra, Darryl is searching for the trapped crew of Bravo 3.
It was obvious those guys were in trouble. The superheated gases was not something you'd want those guys breathing in for any considerable period of time.
In Wagga, even with 150 fire trucks, water bombing and containment lines, the fire grows. Within 2 hours, the fire burns through 3,000 hectares of farmland.
When Richard suggested that we start packing the car and evacuate, I was telling Richard that I needed him at home and that he should be at home with the family, preparing the house.
Failed. Sorry, honey, I will call you soon. Bye-bye.
I have nothing over.
But Richard can't go home. He's side by side with Darryl.
I was left with the feeling that we'd lost an incredible number of our community members. I was thinking this is a disaster zone.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere, this guy come running to the door with a saucepan in his hand.
Bravo 30, we have lost.
Get in, mate. Quick, Steve.
The aftermath of the Canberra firestorm. 474 homes destroyed. The worst devastation by fire in more than 20 years.
This is what I've got. This and this pair of thongs. 53 years of memories that I'll never replace. God was cruel to us last night.